we will now proceed to approvals. Agenda item number 18, accept the Staffing Adequate Fire and Emergency Response SAFER grant in the amount of $5,893,731.36 from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, to fund the hiring of 24 firefighters personnel. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Reynolds. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Vice Chair Shaljo Hernandez. Good morning, Chief.
Good morning, Chair, Commissioners. Shannon Cherry, Doña County Fire Rescue Fire Chief. I am here today asking for approval or acceptance of a grant opportunity that we have here in the county that we've been working towards for several years. And I have a brief presentation to kind of outline what the SAFER grant is and what it can do for us in Doña County. So as you mentioned, it's staffing for adequate fire and emergency response. The stated goal of the grant is to provide frontline firefighters to their communities, right? So these are boots on the ground. These are the men and women on the fire engine that respond to the emergencies. This does not fund administrative staff. This is solely to have people in the communities responding out of fire stations in a timely fashion. So the grant is a 3-year grant. Period of performance runs from March of 2024 through March of 2027. It does include the salary and benefits for the 24 positions. That includes, when we wrote the grant, we included the annual step increases that have been negotiated by the unions. And the total grant award is the $5,800,000. With the staffing, with the grant, we would be able to staff 2 additional stations. They would have a total of 12 firefighters, 1 lieutenant, and 3 firefighters per shift. We have run ABC shifts. That would bring our total career staffing of 60 firefighters and 24 lieutenants in the county. With the efforts that you and the county management have undertaken over the last several years, this is kind of icing on the cake, and we are getting to a point where we're really able to serve the community in the fashion that we all want to. This is the slide that's repeated from my most recent presentation with you, but I thought it would be nice to include the SAFER grant stations. So the stations we're looking at staffing with this money is Farraggers, Station 12, and the La Mesa Station. There's several reasons why we're choosing those 2 stations. Logistically, geographically, they are the areas that are next in line to add staff stations. The station in La Mesa was built in 2009. That station with a good cleaning, is turnkey ready and to get staff in there as soon as we can. But this would move us up to 8 staff stations out of our total of 19. Kind of a timeline on what the SAFER grant would entail for us. We actually are already in a 180-day recruitment period. It was that timeline started the day that we received the notice of award. With this timeline, we're planning on bringing, with the acceptance of the grant, the firefighters on board. March 18th would be day 1 of the fire academy. Graduation would be August 16th. What that fire academy does for our firefighters, and this is the model that we've been using for the last 3 years, but it's a good opportunity for us to review what we bring to the community with our firefighters. Over that time frame of the fire academy, they receive certification, not just locally. This is a national certification. Tests are issued by the New Mexico State Fire Academy and the State Fire Marshal's Office. They receive hazmat awareness operations, emergency vehicle driving, which is very important in the type of apparatus that we have, firefighter 1 and 2, wildland firefighting knowledge, which is important for our rural areas, technical rescue, which is extrication for vehicle accidents. And then we also are now, all of our firefighters are at a minimum of an EMT basic. We're offering opportunities for individuals who do not have that license currently, and by providing the 8-week EMT basic course as part of our training. And that is in partnership with Doña Community College. Other areas that we discuss, that we do training on that is not certified though, but is very important, is incident operations, fire ground operations, emergency communications, and then public interaction. We're out in the community more than ever. And so those are areas that we do tend to focus on considerably during the academy, on how we interact with the public and the services we're providing for them. Areas that benefit, these are the stated goals of the SAFER program through FEMA. And I believe wholeheartedly that this is what added firefighters do for the community. We reduce risk, We are in the community more providing education. Additional staffing also provides mental health and, and supports less burnout for our firefighters by having more staff. With that, I want to offer a big thank you to everyone that's been involved over the last several years. This grant application and would not have been possible without the commission, the county manager, assistant county managers, and of course my staff in the fire department, and Rosalinda and her team at Insight, who was unbelievably helpful in making this a possibility for us. And with that, I will stand for any questions that you may have.